G'day folks, how's it going? Today we are doing the Mushroom Rocks Walk at Mount Baw Baw in Alpine Gippsland. It's already looking to be a pretty decent track, pretty scenic so far. I know I've only travelled about 100 metres, if that. Pretty interesting drive in. Someone that does, oops, mind me while I trip over a branch. As I was saying, someone who does very little research. I was unexpecting for a four-wheel drive like road. I knew this was very well mapped out, so I didn't really research it that well, but I wasn't expecting that road. Anyone that's been here will know. So, but if you haven't, expect to drive a reasonable amount on pretty much what is a four-wheel drive track, about a lane and a half wide. I've also come prepared today. This is a fairly popular walking track in the local area. Come on a day which is pretty wet. Wasn't expecting it to be this wet because where I came from hadn't been raining at all. Has been warm though recently, so it's about 25 or 24 in the forest here. It's a little bit muggy, but not too bad. Very mindful of leeches though. My last trip, I got absolutely destroyed by them. But this week, or today rather, I came prepared. Watch your step. So the rain's just held off for the moment. I am the only idiot here at the moment. As I said, it's been a bit stormy. Storms were supposed to finish this afternoon. It's currently about 1:45, 2 o'clock. I can hear the thunder rumbling. Doubt the camera would be able to pick it up. Yeah, just on and off, but yeah, fingers crossed I don't get caught in a torrential downpour. Like I say, still pretty muggy, but not too bad. So I reckon you might have heard that thunder rumble. Pretty high up, as high up as I can be in this particular part of the world, I reckon. Not too concerned. Misty Mountains again. Very eerie place. The trees, just the whole vibe about it. It's a little bit overgrown. Not eerie in a bad way as such. Like, you can hear the birds singing. It's very vibrant, but just the setting, quite eerie. So just come to a wider part of the trail, and I'm glad because my legs are satched just walking through the undergrowth that's creeping over the trail. Yeah, the legs are totally wet. Won't show you because you know what wet legs look like, I assume, but it's nice to have a bit of width away from the undergrowth. Found my first leech. Had a specific leech lotion that I wiped on my legs because I didn't want to wear the slicks. I just got too hot in them. But yeah, managed to find a bald spot. Flicked him off pretty easily though. It's the first one I found so far. So many mosquitoes here today too, being wet as it is. Just panning while I talk to you. Yeah, being as wet as it is, they're everywhere. So I had leech and tick lotion and insect repellent all over me. So as I say, leech still found a bald spot, but sometimes that can't be helped. Might have heard big cracks of thunder just then. Just sounding a bit closer. Should be okay. Don't sound too close. I've been really close before at one point. To the point where the fire department turned up to the car park of the hike because they thought the mountain was on fire from a lightning strike. Turns out it was just the water evaporating. Excuse me. But yeah, just keeping an ear out. Should be okay though. Just done a double coat of, as the sun comes out. Hang on. Just done that a few times where it just randomly comes out and lights up the joint. Just done a double coat of lotion and spray on my legs, picking up a few leeches. They're not sucking on me, but they'll be sure to find the spot that I didn't put anything on. So it's being cautious, sorry, and yeah, hopefully I don't pick up any more because they're nasty little buggers. You know what, I had doubts about whether I came on the right day, but I reckon the misty mountains have made this all the more a surreal experience. I feel like in a little bit of a high fantasy film like Lord of the Rings or something. Tell you what, film scouts, if you're after a place to film, maybe here. I've got somewhere to hunker down if it absolutely pours down. It's threatened a couple of times. It's started to drizzle again. Was a point where I thought I was going to get drenched and then it just stopped. But at least I know I've got a spot to run to if I need to. Which way do I go? It looks like a lot of little offshoot trails down that way. Can easily get lost. I don't particularly want to do that in this particular weather and freak out my wife. Looks like a few campers have been here. It does say no fires up here and gas stoves only, but you know, people will ignore that. Anyway, back on trail. So just threatened to absolutely belt down again. The wind's moving relatively quickly. I'm not too concerned by it at this stage. Just as quickly as the rain arrives, it disappears. Lasts 5-10 seconds maybe. But I did make a bolt for underneath here. Back on the trail we go. Back to getting drenched again. Jesus. Just the undergrowth here just closes in on you. That's the only real negative part I've had of this trip so far. So another great little sheltered area behind me. Clearly someone's been camping here, ignoring the no campfire signs. Still not where I need to be, but I reckon I'm pretty close. Definitely a good place to keep in mind if it downpours again. It's just continually threatening to downpour. I think it's at its worst stage at the moment. When I came out of the cave, seemed to have gotten darker. And the mist is definitely thicker. It's now threatening to pour down. I'm still about, I reckon, a good half an hour, 45 minutes away from the car. So I'm hoping it lets up at some stage. It's proven to be the case at the moment, but kind of got the feeling it's trying to settle in. That's not good for me. So I've just taken refuge in this cave again. I'm pretty sure this is overhanging rock. Looking at my All Trails map, I've seemed to have bypassed mushroom rocks. Either that, or I've physically gone through them and haven't realised. That was probably the big rocks I was at before. But according to GPS on All Trails, I've kind of gone past the mushroom rocks. But having said that, I reckon we went through them before. So, letting you down in regards to telling you what's what. First time I've been here in Baw Baw itself. Weather's really turned. Looks like the rain really wants to set in at the moment, so might have to make the call to finish the filming early and just make a mad dash back for the car. It's really foggy up here, really misty. I was hoping that I'd miss all of this and it would be gone, but sadly not is the case. So I'll leave a pause here, and if this is the last time I film, thanks very much for watching. Alright, I felt out long enough. Got the sticks out. Gonna make a mad dash for the car. Wish me luck. So there you have it, guys. Mushroom rocks. I'm sure you love to see the top of my head. Should have read the sign. I walked straight past these. I went straight to overhanging rock, which helped out because it tried to absolutely belt down on me before, as you may or may not be able to see. Very misty up here. It's probably dropped a few degrees since I arrived too. I got here at about 24, 25 degrees. I reckon it's down to about 18 or 19 now. Thunderstorms rolled through before without too much of a hassle. So I survived. Probably shouldn't stick around the rocks too much though, because yeah, probably could get zapped. Unlikely though. So for those concerned, made it off the top, made good headway rather, down the mountain. Managed to attract a few more leeches. Third time I've had to lotion up and spray. Those little buggers will not leave me alone. So that's the third time in a row recently I've come around the corner to a lyrebird, crapped its stacks when it's seen me and shot off before I could get the camera out. Always the way, they're very elusive creatures when they want to be. So I'm on the home stretch now. I can see the car park up there. Been an interesting journey. Probably not the most ideal day to come, being so wet. But I think it made for a different experience had I had come when it was warm. I wasn't going to come up here when it was snowing. It's not my jam. But, sorry, I'm just distracted by tiny waterfall over here. I'll take a photo of it in a sec. Yeah, been an interesting journey. The journey up was interesting. Failed to mention I passed a car on the track on the way up, so they were just in a sedan, so that would have been an interesting bumpy ride back onto the main road. I'll be happy once I get on the main road, and then after that it's homeward bound and my wife will be happy to see me. So until then, what's my sign off? Stay safe. Great to be back out again. Look forward to catching you in the next one. Bye for now.